Welcome innovators to our business blog. Today we'll cover the 3 Paycheck Protection Program applicants that got approved, $20,000 each. Yes, we processed that. And the second one, what are the C Corp? If you are a C Corp, what are the tax compliance that you need to submit? The first one, yesterday, I know, just a reminder, May 31 is the deadline of submitting the Paycheck Protection Program, but a lot of lenders and bankers, they already closed 2 weeks ago because the SBA ran out of funds. We were surprised because we landed 3 PPP applications for the past 2 weeks and they all got approved for 20,000 plus. 20,800 got approved from different states. The first one, we applied here in Texas. He's a driver. He made 100,000 plus on 2019, $160,000, but we can only use 100,000 as the salary because of the Schedule C. He's a Schedule C filer. He doesn't have employee. He found us on Facebook. He's a driver. He doesn't have no idea how to use how to apply for the PPP. That's why we filed his 2019 and 2020 tax return. Then we use the 2019 return because this is what he made more than $100,000 compared with 2020. We use that. Whatever is the higher amount on the Schedule C, that's what we use to get the most out of the Paycheck Protection Program. Then yesterday he signed the document. Then he's just waiting for the release of the $20,000. That is just amazing. Thank you for the Starbucks. They sent us a Starbucks. It really meant a lot. A strawberry drink. The second one is she is from California. She owns a daycare center. She's also by herself without employees. It's the same thing. She was referred to us by our common friend. Then she got approved for another $20,000 because she made more than $100,000. Remember that the limit is only $100,000. Even if you made $160,000, the base of the computation is $100,000. Either your 2019 or 2020, then we will divide it to 12 times 2.5. There you go. It only takes less than 3 weeks. She got approved. Thank God, I got a referral from California. We landed her application to 2 to 3 different lenders because there is no limit to how many lenders you can apply. She's just waiting for the money. Also, the last one is from New York. We are all over the New York. He is an IT, a software developer. He works from home. He has his IT company. What happened was also he found us online. Then we landed the application to also 2-3 different lenders. We submitted the application. Then yesterday he got a notice for releasing of the funds. Thank God. That is just it meant a lot for us because we know that we are helping our business owners to get the most out of it, to get the most out of the free money, the Paycheck Protection Program. Now, as part of our continuous service, we still have to continue guiding them how to use the funds because in able to be forgiven, it need to be 60% of that should be go to payroll, like paying themselves. But the question, am I limited to use 60% of it? No, you can use the whole amount for payroll. If you receive $10,000, you can use the $10,000 issuing yourself for the next 24 weeks for payroll, paying yourself a reasonable salary. That is why we are here. We continuously guiding them not just for the application but also for the forgiveness. Then what would be our next topic would be what would be the C Corp compliance, the tax compliance. When you started a corporation in Texas, let's say, what are your tax reports that you need to submit? There are 2 important things. The client called us. He found us online as well. We're working on his account. He established a company here, but he's from Canada. The first thing that he needs to submit if he started a company in Texas is submitting what? The franchise tax. The franchise tax report is a state compliance because what is a franchise tax? any corporation or limited liability company in the state of Texas, you need to submit your annual tax report is franchise tax report. Franchise tax means privilege, okay? Privilege tax. So that they allow you to operate your business in the state of Texas, because if you did not file it, you will be delinquent. They will suspend your account and you are no longer recognized to operate as a corporation in the state of Texas. That's why we submitted the franchise tax on, actually the deadline because of the COVID-19 is June 15 on the state website. They said you have until June 15 to submit your franchise tax, but since we are doing the filing of the tax return from the state, city, state level up to the IRS, that's why we submitted it all together with his 1120 corporation return to the IRS, to the Internal Revenue Service. We also submitted it already, so he will no longer be worrying about paying any penalties to the IRS and even to the state. Remember that not filing on time is higher penalty, more than 25% of your total tax liability, rather than the interest or rather than the tax that you're going to pay. Because for example, your tax liability is $10,000 that you're going to pay the IRS, but you did not submit on time. What's going to happen? 10,000 times 0.25, you will ended up at least paying 12,500 to the Internal Revenue Service. That's why we are here to help to make sure that you're running your business smoothly and not paying unnecessary penalties. If you like this content, please click share and subscribe. And if you want to book us a 30-minute free consultation, all you have to do is click the link below. Again, innovators, dream it, but always take massive action and be laser focused on your business. Stay safe.